Welcome to the Implementing Individualized Daily Reading in SIPS Lessons training. Let's talk about the importance of IDR in the SIPS program. Let's start by emphasizing why IDR is such a crucial component of the SIPS program. IDR provides our students with invaluable opportunities to apply the decoding skills they learn in SIPS lessons to authenticate reading experiences. It fosters independence, fluency, and comprehension, ultimately leading to overall reading proficiency. What are the components of IDR? Now let's break down what IDR entails. During IDR sessions, students spend up to 30 minutes independently reading books at their appropriate reading levels. However, what sets IDR apart is our active involvement as teachers. We confer with individual students, assist in book selection, and assess their reading progress to provide targeted support. The significance of IDR for reading growth. It's essential to understand that reading progress comes from actual reading. EDR offers our students the chance to develop fluency and comprehension skills through regular engagement with texts at their appropriate levels. It's not just about decoding, it's about understanding and enjoying what they read. Guidelines for implementing IDR. To effectively implement IDR in our SIPS lessons and in the other programs that we are teaching, we need to follow specific guidelines. We'll prepare materials such as fluency record sheets and reading log pages for students, ensure access to appropriate reading materials, and meticulously follow the outlined procedures for fluency practice and IDR sessions as detailed in the SIPS program. So, when do you transition to silent reading? Students will transition to silent reading when they demonstrate fluency by reading at least 60 correct words per minute with 95 to 100% accuracy. This benchmark indicates readiness for silent reading with a greater emphasis on comprehension. Assessment and transition process. We'll need to conduct weekly assessments to gauge students' accuracy and reading rate. By maintaining a 95 to 100% accuracy and achieving the benchmark reading rate of 60 correct words per minute, students will be deemed ready for silent reading. Otherwise, students should be reading quietly aloud. Supporting students during IDR. During IDR sessions, it's crucial to provide support to students as needed. We'll engage in daily brief assessments of student progress, focusing on comprehension, and offer support to ensure students are effectively engaging with the IDR. Purposeful IDR sessions. Let's ensure our IDR sessions are purposeful. We'll set clear reading goals, conduct conferences to monitor progress, and encourage students to reflect on their reading experiences to enhance comprehension and engagement. The importance of repeated reading of Dreams on Wheels in lessons 1 through 30. SIPS Plus teachers should emphasize having students read Dreams on Wheels multiple times per day or for a total of 30 minutes per day, especially during lessons 1 through 30. This practice allows students to reinforce and solidify the decoding skills they are learning in these foundational lessons. Repetition is key to mastery, and by reading the decodable text multiple times, students can deepen their understanding of phonics patterns, sight words, and sentence structures introduced in the lessons. Encourage students to engage in repeated readings independently with partners or during fluency practice sessions to maximize their exposure to the text and enhance their fluency and comprehension skills. It's also essential to have students read Dreams on Wheels both quietly and aloud to develop both silent reading skills and oral fluency. For students in other programs, students should be reading books silently within their ZPD and preferably at the high end of their ZPD. Watch this video on how to utilize epic books for kids for IDR. And so, as I said, we're going to watch a video on how to utilize Sora for IDR. So let's go ahead and take a listen, and let's see how to filter for the types of books that we'll want to use for IDR. Okay. So that brings us to one more resource. It's called Unite for Literacy. This is one more site that is useful because it has picture books that are read to students as they read along with the text. And so I'll quickly, if you click on the link, you have access to um, the PowerPoint. So if you go in here and let's just click the first one, let's make lemonade. What you'll find is that when you go in there and you click let's make lemonade, you can actually have it read in English. There you go. And then you click on the arrows to go to the next page. And then click the tab down here. So you have to teach the kids, you'll have to click on the speaker. So you can do it again if you want. And then the next one. Okay. So this is just an example that it reads to the kids. They have to prompt it to read, or they could read it on their own. It's totally up to them. All right. And that brings me back to this. All right, so what's next? When kids are reading, we'd like them to use reading after they've read, to use a reading log. If you want to go ahead and make a copy of this reading log, this is linked in the PowerPoint that's been shared with you. But it's a really good idea to have kids write a summary of what they've been reading, or write a response, some type of response to what they've read that day, and just the date, the title of the book, minutes read, and then the comment, whatever comment you'd have to write down. So it's also a really good idea, and we recommend strongly to plan for conferencing with students. When conferring with students during IDR conferences, you can use the discuss the text questions, which could help you prepare better for what types of questions to ask for the students while having the conversation. The well-constructed questions allow you to focus on the conference, on assessing a student's level of comprehension of the text. Selecting questions from this list rather than generating your own questions provides you the opportunity to listen more attentively and focus on the needs of your students. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that and just show you what that looks like. Oh, and it did not like me, but go ahead and click on it and you can review that. It's a good resource. Okay, planning for IDR. Spend some time now planning for IDR. How long will it take you to teach your students to explore epic books for kids or Sora? How much time will you give students to select books? How are you going to share with them the reading levels of books that they should be looking for? If you're unsure of the kids' reading levels, you can go to NWEA Map and look up their Lexile levels to find their percentiles and convert them to a Lexile to help you understand their range. You can also use the Lexile or reading level that the digital program that you're using gave to the students. Plan what you're going to do with students on a daily basis and how much time you'll actually have to do what you want to do. And make it concrete by creating an assignment for each day in your own Canvas course or in Google Classroom. That is highly recommended. In conclusion, IDR is a powerful tool fostering independence, fluency, and comprehension. By following these guidelines and actively engaging with our students during IDR sessions, we can create an environment where students thrive as readers. Remember, kids do not become better readers unless they're actually reading. So have a great summer, and I hope this training helped.